The night before his first day of school, Tommy tossed and turned in his bed. His favourite teddy bear, Mr. Snuggles, was clutched tightly to his chest. "What if no one likes me, Mr. Snuggles? What if I can't do any of the work? What if I get lost?" His mother peeked into his room. "Tommy, sweetie, you should be asleep. Big day tomorrow." "Can't sleep, Mum. I'm scared." "It's okay to feel nervous, Tommy, but I promise you everything will be all right. You know what? School can be really fun. You'll get to learn new things, play games, and make friends. I bet you'll have a great time." "Really? You think it might be fun?" "I'm sure of it," she smiled. "Now, try to get some sleep. Tomorrow is going to be an exciting day." Tommy nodded, feeling a bit more relaxed. He hugged Mr. Snuggles and closed his eyes, thinking about the fun he might have at school. The next morning, Tommy's father called from downstairs. "Tommy, time to get up, champ." Tommy pulled the covers over his head. "I don't want to go," he mumbled. "Come on, buddy. Your favourite breakfast is waiting, chocolate chip pancakes." At the breakfast table, Tommy just pushed his food around the plate. "Tommy, you need to eat to have energy for your big day." "What if I don't know anyone?" "That's the exciting part, son. You'll make new friends. Remember how you met your best friend Jake at the park? This is just like that, but with more kids to play with." Tommy took a small bite of his pancake, trying to believe his father's words. As they approached the school building, Tommy's grip on his mother's hand tightened. "It is so big," Tommy whispered, his eyes wide. A friendly-looking woman approached them. "Hello there. I'm Mrs. Parker, the school counsellor. What's your name?" Tommy hid behind his mother's leg. His mother gently encouraged him. "It's okay, Tommy. Mrs. Parker just wants to say hello." "Hi, I'm Tommy." Mrs. Parker knelt down to his level. "Well, Tommy, I'm so glad you're here. Do you know what? Everyone feels a little scared on their first day, even the big kids. But I have a feeling you're going to have a great time." Tommy nodded, feeling a tiny bit better. In the classroom, Tommy met his teacher, Miss Johnson. She had a warm smile and a colourful dress covered in alphabet letters. "Welcome, Tommy," she said cheerfully. "Your desk is right over here, next to Sarah." With a deep breath, Tommy nodded and walked to his desk. He turned to wave at his parents, who blew him kisses as they left. During morning introductions, Miss Johnson asked each student to share their favourite animal. "Tommy, would you like to share?" she asked kindly. Sarah, the girl next to him, whispered, "It's okay. I was scared too, but it's not so bad." Encouraged by Sarah's words, Tommy slowly raised his hand. "My favourite animal is a tiger," he said softly. "That's wonderful, Tommy. Tigers are very brave animals." Tommy felt a small surge of pride. At lunchtime, Tommy felt lost in the noisy cafeteria. He stood alone, unsure where to sit. "Tommy, want to sit with us?" Tommy nodded and joined Sarah and a few other children from their class. A boy named Michael asked, "Do you like dinosaurs, Tommy?" "Yeah, I have a whole book about them at home." "Cool, maybe you can bring it sometime?" Tommy smiled, realizing he might have just made a new friend. During playground time, Tommy initially stood by the wall, watching other kids play. "Would you like to join a game, Tommy?" Tommy shrugged, unsure. "How about we start a game of catch?" Soon, Tommy found himself in a circle with a few classmates. He started with gentle throws, but as his confidence grew, so did his tosses. Great catch, Tommy!" Michael exclaimed when Tommy leaped to grab a high throw. Tommy grinned, realizing he was having fun and fitting in with the other kids. In the afternoon, Miss Johnson announced a special activity. "Now, class, we're going to do some storytelling. Who would like to tell us a short story about their favourite toy?" Tommy thought about Mr. Snuggles at home and felt a spark of excitement. Surprising himself, he raised his hand. "Wonderful! Tommy, please come up to the front." Tommy walked to the front of the class. He took a deep breath and began. "My favourite toy is a teddy bear named Mr. Snuggles. He's brown and fuzzy and always listens to me. Once I thought I lost him at the park." As Tommy told his simple story about finding Mr. Snuggles behind a bush, he saw his classmates listening intently. Some even giggled at the funny parts. "That was a delightful story, Tommy. You're quite the storyteller." The class clapped, and Tommy couldn't help but smile, feeling proud of himself. As the school day ended, Tommy realized he had survived and even enjoyed his first day. His parents were waiting outside. "How was your day, champ?" "It was scary at first, but then it was fun. Can I come back tomorrow?" His mother laughed, giving him a big hug. "Of course you can. We're so proud of you, Tommy." As they walked home, Tommy chatted excitedly about his new friends and all he had learned. He couldn't wait to see what tomorrow would bring. That night, Tommy hugged Mr. Snuggles close. "You know what, Mr. Snuggles?" he whispered. "Being brave isn't so hard after all." And so Tommy drifted off to sleep, ready to dream of new adventures to come. If you enjoyed tonight's tale, don't forget to share the story with your friends and subscribe to our magical podcast. As the story ends and the children close their eyes, they enter a world where anything is possible, and then they dreamed.